Space Commander is a girl. I decided that last week. I was sitting with a blank page. I kept thinking if Peter would be a good fit for the story, maybe Goosey as his companion, but it didn't feel right. Space Commander has a totally different personality. She needs to lead, she's not afraid, she doesn't wait, she goes. Now I need to figure out if this female character is the correct Space Commander, because in a picture book, the same character has to show up across 32 pages, and she has to look like herself on every single one. That is actually harder than it sounds, so let me show you. Before I draw anything, I always ask, what do I know about this character? What does she like? She's probably 7 or 8 year old. She is the kind of kid who starts building things before she has all the pieces together. She doesn't wait. She's focused, and she has this specific kind of surprise look when something works, like she knew it should work. But she's still a little amazed that it did. That mix, focus and a little amazed, that is the face I'm looking for. Okay, let's see if I can find her. I always start really small, like really small. No details, just shapes. Just asking, does this feel like her? I tried maybe 6 different versions before I picked one direction. And the first thing I'm checking before I even look at the face is the posture. How does she stand? How does she hold herself? She leans forward, slightly, like she's always thinking about the next thing. That's her. If the posture is wrong, the face doesn't matter. The posture tells you who the character is before you see the eyes. Okay, so here's the thing I need to explain. In a picture book, your character goes through maybe 15 different emotional moments across the whole book. Happy, scared, focused, surprised, determined. And the problem is sometimes you get carried away by the story or other things, and the character starts to drift. Like on page 4, she looks one way, and by page 20, she looks totally different. The face got wider, the eyes move. That's called character drift. And it happens to everyone, especially when you're working on a book for months. The stress test is a way to prevent it. I want to draw her in extreme emotions, the most scared version, the most happy version, the most focused version, all on the same page. If they all look like the same kid, then we're all good. If one version looks different, I know something is off before I commit to 32 pages. I want to be honest with you about something. I had this image before I designed her. I wanted to make her softer, rounder, more gentler, and I had to stop. And I asked myself, why? Because this kid builds the spaceships. She figures out the problem, she leads. That doesn't mean she can't be warm or kind, but her design has to carry that capability. She has to look like someone who will actually do that. So I kept that posture forward. I gave her eyes that have focus even when she's happy, like she's always processing something. The smile exists, but the thinking is still happening behind it. And I think and hope when a girl picks up this book and sees her on the cover, something lands, something that says, that could be me. That is the version of me. And that's the whole point of all this. This is her scared. This is her excited. This is her focused. Same kid, same proportions. That's what I'm looking for. There is a moment in every session when something clicks. Today, it was the eyes. She has large eyes, not exaggerated, but open. And I tilt them very slightly down at the outer corners, just a little. That tiny thing changes everything. It makes her look like she's taking you seriously, not soft, present. That's Space Commander, not finished, but found. Subscribe if you want to follow this from the first sketch to the finished book, and I'm going to show you every part of it. See you next Thursday. Bye.